camera, so that's fine. That's for you. It's all about you guys. But thank you guys for being on this podcast. So this podcast series is called Martin and Gina's Diary, and with this, I would like to help people who are in relationships or who are getting into relationships find that special someone and have qualities in their lives that they can use to hopefully grow and get married and have a wonderful life. So yeah, so first off, we'll just say your names, a little bit about you, and then what I would like to do is go individually on like past relationships, things that you guys enjoyed, didn't enjoy, what you learned from it, and then at the end, collectively how you guys met and all that fun stuff. So whoever wants to start.
I'm Tatyana, of course. I'm a mom, a wife. I don't go out as much, but I'm a homebody most likely. Uh, I don't know. Shoot, I just be chilling, taking it day by day. Doing what I gotta do.
Heck yeah.
Well, my name is Devontae. I go by Tae. I'm a dad. I work every day.
I feel you. I feel you.
We really just be in the house.
Yeah, we just go to work and come to the house. That's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. For a year, I was working overnight and then watching my son for like 6 hours while she was at work. So I feel you. But yeah, now that he's in school, so everything is getting
A
there.
little better. See, that's
Right.
where I'm trying to get. Like, I've been needing to call Cap anyway.
Yeah. I just signed him up the year prior, then the next year he was in. So
Okay.
yeah,
that makes sense then.
a lot of paperwork, but if you get it, at one time, it's
Yeah.
just simple. But all right, Tay, I guess we'll start with you. Past relationships, how did that go for you? I mean, we see the position you are now. You're a husband, father. What led you to this point? So pick a relationship, any relationship, and we'll just talk about
Whew. Okay.
Just say.
I've had a few. Some I fucked up. All of them I learned from.
that. Mm-hmm.
But my last relationship really taught me something different because the relationship was very angry. So I think building a relationship is really based around communication.
Right.
Like everybody don't communicate the same.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like if you really see yourself with this person, you should like figure out how to communicate on their level.
Mm-hmm.
So that way y'all can come together. But my last relationship was different. It was violent. I ain't gonna say it was just violent because I never put my hands on her, never hit her.
Yeah.
But whew,
Make you want.
It's a piece
Make
of
you
work.
want.
it was
No,
rough.
I understand, man. No, I love that you said like communication is always a big thing. But what I've learned in my experience is you can communicate all you want, but if that person doesn't understand,
That's what it is.
that's where the relationship doesn't build. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point in this past relationship that I didn't want to talk anymore because every time I would talk to her, it would cause an argument or it would be flipped around on me that I was wrong. Sometimes I was, sometimes I was, sometimes I wasn't. See,
Look.
it's getting there already. It's getting there. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So trying to understand how all of that would lead to this point that I am now. I guess it should have been, like yeah, I guess, but yeah, but I mean, it is what it is at this point. So with her, what did she not understand about the communication part? Like, was it more of her not knowing who she was inside, or I mean, I don't know if you can answer that really.
I really don't want to get into that one.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Pick another one.
No. But yeah, after that relationship, we both ended up getting out of crazy relationships, and
It's crazy because we show called each other. Like, we
yeah,
were both rebounds low key. Like, this shit's
like
crazy.
to me, I don't even think we were supposed to make it this long because basically just trying to patch up our feelings and shit.
Right.
But ended up laughing. It was rocky. It was rocky in the
First
beginning,
couple
but
years.
we didn't understand each other. We both was emotionally fucked up.
Still
So
trying to do our own thing.
yeah, the beginning was fucked up.
Yeah. It was
But
more so like, I think I was on like, fucking nigga, you ain't gonna help, like, you not gonna do me no type of way. Like, I'm gonna get
yeah,
what I get out of you.
and I was trying to show us something different.
Right.
Yeah. I almost fucked up. Almost fucked up. It's but
So, what was that like coming to the realization that maybe this is something realer than what I had previously?
I don't I
when did
don't
that
really
light come
know
on?
what kept me at her
Hmm.
after everything we was going through. I don't know.
I
It was
mean,
just
yeah, I feel like it takes a real man to like, because sometimes we don't understand, like, I believe everything happens for a reason,
I
and
do too.
sometimes we don't understand that, like, going through whatever you went through and then for some reason staying with this person.
Right.
Like, that to me, I feel like is what true love is. And I don't feel like it's tangible. It's just something that happens. Like,
Yeah.
I believe in the Bible, and I believe that women came from the rib, and that rib needs to return to you. And whatever that person is, regardless of what you went through or going through, that person will stay. So it's great to hear that you don't know what it was, you just stayed.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. Hey, Tatiana, you can your turn. Pick a relationship, and we'll talk about that.
Um, I guess yeah. My ex, it was okay in the beginning, and what I got from that is no matter what you tell a person or what you try to show them, they're only going to believe their perspective of it. Like,
Hmm.
no matter how you say it or whatever, like, they're just gonna believe what they believe. It don't matter. Yeah, and if you're like, I don't know, that it was I wouldn't say it was violent, but it was a little angry, it was a little toxic. Um, we were he was younger than me. He was like a year younger than me. So I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know if there was like a age like or any type of difference there or whatever
Right.
with our mentals, but yeah, that was just don't I wouldn't do that again. Wouldn't even
Right.
want anybody to go through that, but you live and you learn.
Of
So
course. Yeah. So with that, what did you learn from it? Like, what did you take from that to implement into your personal life? Because you didn't know you were going to get into something serious when that happened. So what? Sorry, I'm trying to get a better question. So it's a little deep. Get you a little uncomfortable. So yeah, we all leave with the pain. We all leave with the hurt. But did you know you were gonna fall in love one day? Let's just go with that.
well, yes, technically. Okay, so I wasn't really like the big extreme wedding type. Like I was just that high school sweetheart love, all throughout high school. And then you guys go to college together and grow up together and all that. So like I thought that that's what I would have.
Right.
It just took a few trials and tribulations to get to there,
Hmm.
but I mean overall it was just more so just being happy,
Right.
genuinely like happy. He's happy, I'm happy, and then we're just one.
That's right. And then that's funny that you said that. See, I love podcasting because you get to see things. But I wrote down because last year wasn't all that great either. But the beginning of this year, I wrote down a couple of things like do comedy, podcasting, and then be happy. You know, and I don't feel like I was happy. And that's that's really the true thing, especially when you have kids. You know, being happy is a drug in itself. You know, like you can do more, you can achieve more, you can fill up other people more than they've ever been filled up, and still keep your same energy. And when you two got together, how was that one of the first things that you decided to do? Was okay, I'm going to be happy, and then whatever comes from this comes from this. Like you said, you were going to get whatever you could out of this, but you ended up getting love,
Literally, I
right?
was, yeah. And it's crazy because you said, you're real big on the Bible. I feel like, we talk to God, to ourselves anyway.
Right,
I really thought it was just God, like, telling me, like, watch this.
right.
Like, you saying all of this, but watch this. And then, next thing you know, oh, freaking. But, yeah, no, it was just, it was, I don't know. I'm just,
No,
like,
it's fine. It's fine. Take your time. We have however long you guys want. But I mean, okay, we'll just move on to this.
okay,
Because I forgot what I was even talking
cool,
about.
bro. I'm not gonna cap. Like, huh?
So I guess how did you guys meet? I don't think I asked that one. I guess we'll get into both of you guys. How did you guys meet?
You wanna go first? I'll let you tell it.
Well, we we went to one of my cousin's birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
and she came over to buy some
Yes.
Gangster.
All right, I was.
At a birthday party,
Yeah.
like fuck everybody
I
and
need a
cigarettes.
cigarette.
And yeah, that was pretty much it.
No, 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 no. This is what happened.
Okay,
Okay.
hold that thought. Is this green light on your thing?
Yeah.
Perfect. I get high and I forget. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
it's
I hope
on.
we're not talking to nothing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is how it really happened. This is during the time I had just broken up. I was living with a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and his aunts and her girlfriend at the time were living together. Not living together, but they were living in the same apartment. So one night, my roommate was actually friends with his aunt's girlfriend,
Okay.
and they went out. So I was at the house by myself, and I'm like, let me go over there because I had a blunt. I wanted a cigarette, and I knew they was gonna sell me a cigarette,
Right.
so I went over there, and him and his brother. As soon as I walked through the door, him and his brother came downstairs and did a double take. Of course, I mean, like,
Of course. Why wouldn't they,
yes,
right?
and I'm like, okay, so I got the cigarette and I left. I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm just leave. And so I left. And my ass came back. So I guess within that time frame, you tell them what happened. Tell them what happened.
Goodness, I ain't trying to do this.
Oh, you signed up for it.
Yes,
That's all.
let's get into it.
Shit.
Because
Right.
however embarrassing it is, it got married and 2 kids.
Literally.
So what happened then was just the beginning of a great story.
So
Alright, so
yeah.
me and my brother, we went over there. We wasn't gonna go
Right.
because I wasn't really fucking with my auntie at that time over some bullshit.
Mhm.
So we ended up going anyway. So she came over, she left. So me and my brother ran upstairs like, damn, what the fuck is that? What you doing? So they was telling us or whatever. Me and my brother was like, damn, I'm gonna get her, whatever. And we talking
Right.
shit back and
Guy
forth.
stuff, yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. So yeah, she came back.
Tell me about the bed.
I basically did.
No. It was a bed.
No, yeah, I understood. I was gonna get it though, nigga. I was gonna get it. But
That's the bad.
basically.
Okay.
So anyway, she came back, we over there kicking and drinking and shit.
Mhm.
and he ended up in the room with her smoking a cigarette. I heard him laughing and shit like it mad. I'm like, damn, this nigga sneaky.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, they came out or whatever. So and then she started fucking with me or whatever. They like, who you want, him or him? She like, I want him.
That's
I told
instant.
y'all
It's
to
gangster.
I was like, I want that one.
I told y'all to get it.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's how it happened.
Hell
And
yeah.
then, as the night proceeded to go on,
Okay, so I was trying to be cool and take shots for shots.
Oh,
She was drinking like a
shit.
motherfucker. I ended up passing out on the floor. I passed out. I'm like, damn, I'm right here for a second or whatever. She over here kicking me, trying to wake me up and shit. I done fucked up. Woke up the next morning like, damn, where the fuck she go?
Right.
I didn't even know I went to sleep.
that shit crazy.
So,
No,
no, you're good. So, since you did that double take, what was it that you had to double take?
it was just her. She had this long hair and shit. I knew it wasn't me. I seen the shit. Then yeah, she was just looking good with these little camouflage pants on. Lip gloss popping and shit. She was gorgeous.
After 8 years, you still remember that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's lovely, man. So, Tatyana, you had to choose. What made you choose?
I don't know. It was the snapback. It was just the laid backness. Like he looked like he was fresh off of work. He was,
Just having a good time?
Yeah, and I like the vibe. We was chilling. That shit was fun though.
Yeah, that's great. So, when you finally figure out where she went, did you get her number, or how did that work out? Did it take a couple days?
No, she actually texted me her number. No, she went back to my auntie house.
Okay.
She was like, hey, give him my number or whatever. So yeah, they shot me the number the next day. I had to go to work that night, so I couldn't fuck around. Cause I would have stayed like, damn, where the fuck she at?
Yeah.
Catch her outside or something like, hey. But yeah, I had to go to work.
So when you guys made it official, did you guys have a conversation with each other and what you wanted out of the relationship? Yeah, you said you just wanted to take whatever, but like when it got serious, or did you just like fall into each other in the sense of like, okay, I've been with you for so long, I kind of know you a little bit. We'll just not. This is how I love. This is how I do this.
No, because we was actually supposed to just be having fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we just got our relationships and wasn't supposed to get serious. So we was supposed to be just having fun, but feelings started getting involved and shit. And next thing you know, we getting into it because we don't understand each other, and yeah, we learned each other through the bullshit we taking each other through. So it was like a different conversation.
Yeah.
Because we both was doing it.
Right.
So yeah, we started understanding.
So who fell more into the relationship first?
Right. No, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it was more so like meet me in the middle type shit. Like you, like who gonna step first? Like,
right. No, because there probably was that hesitation because like this feels different from what I previously had, but I'm scared to feel different. You know, so no, I understand that sense of hesitation. One of those words. So, do you guys remember the first date you went on, and how did that go?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So, you gonna tell me this story too?
Yeah, I guess so.
Dang, everybody gonna see this shit. Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
One daddy gonna be mad.
Well.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean.
Just remind people, 2 beautiful grandchildren. That's all you gotta keep reminding people.
Everybody knows how they get it.
So, we actually took a trip. That was basically our first date. We called it our first date.
Right.
Shout out to town. We went to Arkansas to visit my dad or whatever. And yeah, we was down there getting fucked up and shit.
Well,
we was so bad.
Like, Oh my god.
But it was cool because we was out of town. My people down there, but we was just chilling in the house and shit. They don't know shit, so it was cool. We in the house, then my dad ended up giving me his room and shit. We in there chilling and shit.
That ass room too.
Big
That
ass room.
motherfucker was big.
I'm gonna stop right there.
High ass bed.
Purple burns and shit. Alright, that's it. That's it.
I got.
Next question.
I know those days. In one of my podcasts, I almost drowned during having sex.
God.
Yeah, been there.
He gave me carpet burn on my nipple. I woke up the next day.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. I've rolled somebody's titty down in a window. And it just went right in there. They're like, my titty. I'm like, shit. I didn't know they could do that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so they don't feel bad. I've had carpet burn as well.
That shit is
All right, next question.
Yeah. So how? I also want to get into like love languages because I didn't understand what that meant until somebody explained it to me. And soul searching myself, I found out what mine was. And me, I love giving my woman affirmation. Like, you're very pretty, you're great, you're this, you're that. So what is your guys' love language to each other?
It's really comedy.
Yeah, our relationship.
Yeah, it's real funny. We joke with each other like.
Right.
We used to get mad because we didn't understand, but that's how we express each other.
And that's me. I joke all the fucking time.
Yes.
And I had to keep explaining, yo, I'm joking. Like, don't take it serious.
But some of our jokes be serious though, like serious matters, like
right.
You done something that pissed me off. Yeah, we cracking jokes about it, but you know that I'm mad.
Yeah, I mean that's better than arguing though.
Yeah, that's
better than crying, throwing shit. No, I understand.
Man, we ain't done that shit in 2 years.
Right. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I still can't believe it.
Right. That shit cool.
So what about you? Oh, same comedy as well?
Oh, well, yeah, I think mine's was physical touch.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I like cuddles. Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know.
We show a lot of love too, though. Yeah. Like, we joke about everything when we see it.
Hell yeah.
Joke about love and shit. Like, oh, shit, yeah, look at you. booty and that shit.
Right?
Look at you, yeah.
Sometimes you have to, man. Like, there's this girl.
Yeah.
There's this girl. She was making a video. She was like, there was like 5 things my grandfather told me a man wants, and one of the things were like keeping yourself looking good. You know, like if he's gonna have sex and he only wants to have sex with you, give him something to want.
Yeah.
So like giving her that affirmation, like damn, you look pretty, probably gives her more of a motivation. Like damn, he likes when I look pretty. You know, so no, I like that you say that. So we all love to talk about good times and all that fun bubbly stuff. But was there a time where it was almost over for you two? And how did you reconcile that?
That's crazy that you say that because it was really towards the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like we had, I think it was like a 2-week break.
Yeah.
And then like his aunt was staying or it was like both of their aunts were staying in the same apartment, and I used to go over there, mess with the kids or whatever. And I was just over there, and his aunt's just talking to me like, get your man basically, because she was like, y'all are good together, y'all look good together, y'all can make it work. And then like after that talk, it was just, let's see what we can do, because I did like him. It was cool. I liked being around him. I just felt safe with him, so it was like it was a done deal for me.
Yeah.
Like,
was there something that happened that made you have that conversation, or were you just over there one day?
But no.
Some things happened. Well, we was living together at the time, and some things happened. I felt. Anyway, we ended up splitting up. because my feelings involved now in this bullshit here, so you gotta get out.
Right.
So we ended up splitting up, but it was like something that was connecting us. Like I couldn't get over.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird not being together.
Yeah, it was different.
And see, and that's why I feel like I still need to grow. Like with this situation that I'm in, I'm not sure if I'm at the point to be like, okay, let me forgive and forget. You feel me? And I'm not sure if that is, right or wrong. Because I guess there's, opinions on both sides, but um, I like that you say there was just something about her. So maybe this woman is not, you know, that to me. And, this is why I have this to get the hard questions. Um, a lot of people really struggle with this. And some people go their whole lives having kids, having sex, having diseases, just because they don't know what love is. So, so when you guys got back together, was it still rocky at that time, or you just came to a conclusion like, I don't want to feel that same hurt again?
I think it was a conclusion of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time, she ended up getting her own apartment and shit. So we was after the 2 weeks, we started slowly coming back together and shit, seeing each other and then spending the night together and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like that's when we really started understanding each other and shit. And yeah, the relationship started slowly climbing after that.
Slowly but surely.
We still had little bumps in the road and shit, but then at that time it was both of us.
Yeah. And see, I always love to say, like, even one step a day is further from the beginning and closer to the finish. So even if it took so however long it did, you got to this point, and that's wonderful. So enough with this action. Nobody likes this. So what is something about him that you enjoy that he does?
Something about him.
Yeah, the booty be bootying, the comedy.
Everything.
I don't know. He's like always looking cute. Like it's crazy. Like well, obviously now like we have been together for so long, so now we like really know each other. We finish each other's sentences, or we're sitting here saying the same thing at the same time. Then we looking at each other like. But um, yeah. I mean, I think overall it's just he really took the time to get to know me and yes, wined and dined me like even it. Yeah, look. It's a lot.
He ended up showing you something different.
Yes, exactly, and it took me by surprise, which is the crazy part.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know how to react to it in the beginning, which is why I fucked up.
Right.
And then me just I overthink a lot, so talking to God too as well. So I'm like, let me just let me get my shit together. Like at this point. So after that, it was golden. Like I know what I wanted. He knew what he wanted. We both knew what could benefit from it. Like it was pretty cool. It still is.
Like no, that's great. No, I mean I feel like that's normal though, especially going through relationships that had a lot of trauma into it. Some people, even I felt this way. Like I don't deserve love. I don't deserve this, and we ended up acting on just instinct and doing something wrong or saying something wrong, just so we can end it on our terms, so that we can be less upset. Like there was plenty of times where I'm like, I'm not good for you. Why are you still here? Why is this? Why is that? And it just accumulated because it really never got better. And I can see it now how it could have been better. You feel me? So that's wonderful. So we all have bad days, and we all need somebody to be there for us. When he's having a bad day, what do you do to cheer him up?
I don't know. I baby him. I try to baby him. Like you need this. Like if he's like 6, 8, then like I'm really like you need this. I'm trying to make him eat and because you never know what it could be. Because sometimes men don't tell you everything that's, whatever they're going through. So,
Right.
I don't know. So I just let them, have his space, and then we come together and we start laughing and joking, and then it's a good time.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And I don't think that's like some things women don't understand is like you have to be a girlfriend or have to be a wife. You can't be mom. A mom can be like, baby, what's wrong, or pressure you into saying what you're feeling because that's mom. Sometimes a girlfriend, I can love you, with all my heart, but some things my pride won't let me, or I don't feel like I need to bother you with it. So just like you said, giving him his space, just let him deal with it himself, is really good, and I think a lot of women can take that into consideration. All right, perfect. So same two questions. Uh, what was the first question?
I think it's always something.
Yeah, what do you like about her? What is something she does that you like?
Well, she matched my goofy. Like she's funny, but she's like goofy funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like sarcastic funny, so it's different. So she made me laugh.
Your
Different
children are
from
gonna be
me.
hilarious.
That's my son is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You should see my son. I promise.
Yeah. So the goofiness, yeah, that's perfect. So when she's having a bad day, women go through a lot that we don't understand. Where outside things like other men could be like aggressive or this or that. What do you do to make her feel safety or secure or even happy? Because she said she felt safe with you. What do you think you do to make her feel that way?
Well, I understand her. So whatever she's going through, I sit back and I overthink shit too.
Mm-hmm.
So I go through all the possibilities of what could be having her fucked up right now. And then, I throw the keys out, try to figure shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Try to rub on her and shit. She not fucking with. Okay, so.
Damn, now leave the toilet seat out. Let me go check the bathroom. Let me start looking for shit like that. I hold my clothes.
Yeah. But hers is mainly like mental shit. Like she really overthinks shit. So I try to think about shit that she might be overthinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tatiana, is that overthinking more of just what you did or what you experienced previously, or just all in all, like being a mom, being a wife, like just thinking about all of it?
Yeah, it gets overwhelming sometimes. So I just need my space at this
Right.
point. Like I just need to clear my head. I need to be, I need to get out of, just woosah. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, I'm good. I mean, I don't really stress that much now, but it's, still like everyday life, bills and stuff like that. So,
Right.
I mean, um, normal shit that I worry about, I start to overthink. And I don't want to say I'm a spiritual person.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say like I don't even know how to put it in words, y'all. Like my mind just be
No, I
thinking of,
feel you.
just it could just be different shit. Like
Yeah, I know. And that in itself could be an emotion. It could be a thought. You know, that abyss, so to say, of just wonder and anxiety. So something that I had to do to get over my anxiety and depression is I had to look myself in the mirror and tell myself I forgive myself for everything I've done, for everything I allowed people to do to me. And once I believed myself, then I was able to think things rationally because now the new me is taken over. I am no longer that person who made her cry or made her feel worthless. You feel me? So now I can approach this differently. I can approach another woman with more respect, more dignity, more this, more that. So I don't know if that's. I mean, you probably don't have anything that you want to forgive yourself for or other people, but my thing to you is just Take time with yourself, talk to yourself.
Yeah.
What because sometimes when we think, we're just thinking, we're not communicating back. And I feel like our conscience is God. You know, when we're depressed and we're sad, that's a different type of hurt. You can lose your job, your car can have a flat tire, and you're sad. But if somebody dies or if your soul is sad, you feel it not in your chest, but like in your stomach. You feel me? And that's right, and that's what I feel that is. And every time I have a dilemma or something I'm worried about, I constantly answer the question or just talk until I feel like, oh shit, that's what I need to do. And no matter what that is for you, once you come to the realization that you're in control of yourself, you can't really control outside things. And that conclusion really helped me a lot. Like I can't help if she forgives me for the shit I did, but I can at least forgive myself and know that I tried to end it on good terms or, reconcile on good terms. So, when did you guys meet each other's parents and how did that go?
Well, it was cool.
And how long were you dating until that
Well, I say she was. She met my mom probably like a month after. What was that month?
I think so.
I met her parents like a year later.
happened? Damn. I understand. Was there that be nice to my daughter or else kind of speech?
No, everybody was real cool. Like everybody laid back. Like they matched my energy. Like
That's
it's
cool.
real cool.
He said, "There's a lot of you motherfuckers."
There's a lot. So what? So for you, what was the decision to get married? And like I mean, with everything. I mean, okay, let me rephrase the question because I was kind of like an open question. Having the overthinking and all the stuff that comes with it, how did you know that this step would be beneficial for you in your relationship? Like, did you think, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I'm not good enough, or I can do this, I am good enough? Like, what made you get that question?
Time.
Hmm.
Like all through a relationship, you always got that thought like I'm not good enough, or she don't match me, or he don't match me, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it's really goes with the understanding thing. Like, but it's really time. Like sometimes I did feel like I was not good enough. Sometimes I felt like I was too good.
Mm.
But like.
And I feel like that was probably on both ends, because I maybe had some internal thoughts at the moment as well. So it's just like finding and navigating through our feelings.
Yeah.
So it really sounded like it came when it needed to, if that makes sense.
It did.
Because like at any moment you could have said it, or any moment you could have left. That's again, I believe everything happens for a reason. And for me, I was only in my relationship like the year mark, and then our son was born like 3 months later, type shit. So I didn't like I knew her in the sense of like I knew we wasn't compatible, but it didn't matter. She was my first girlfriend, and I thought I could make it work. Or internally, I didn't think I could find somebody different, and I could see how the relationship when it's rushed. There's a lot of shit that has to catch up. So I'd like to hear that. How was the wedding night? Did you, or where was it? What'd you do, and all that fun stuff?
Well, we're not actually married yet.
Okay, okay.
We're engaged.
So invite me to the thing, to the wedding.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you guys have plans, dates, all that fun stuff, or is it still in the works?
Yeah, it's still in the works.
Okay, lovely, lovely.
Go with the flow.
All right, so we'll get to the best questions, I think, and what everybody else wants to hear. Your children. your first child. How was that? How did you find out? What was everything
Nah,
about children?
this over them. Okay, so
Yeah.
so we was actually going through a rocky patch. Like we was on the verge of like splitting up or whatever, and then I found out she was pregnant, and we found out when she was 5 months. And then we went to the doctor, and it's a whole baby in there. Like
That's what they are.
Like I wasn't expecting that, and he just got this big old head like me. Then he came out, and he looked like both of us. It was like God just took some of both of us and stirred it up real good.
Hell yeah.
Like my son looked like both of us.
This man, the first time I told him I was pregnant,
bro, I hung up on
he
that.
hung up on me. I was in the bathroom with his sister in her room, because she had a bathroom in her room, and we were just standing there, and we were like looking at each other like, okay.
Okay, so
disconnection,
right?
So
should I call him back?
I've had a few of those, like going through a rocky patch. We about to split up or whatever, and now all of a sudden you're pregnant,
right?
And of course, then it wasn't pregnant, and I thought maybe this was another one of them situations. And I was at work. I was a manager at Burger King, so I was kind of busy on the night shift too. Yeah. So, and then night shift can be a little aggravating, so I was already a little mad. And then she like, hey, I'm pregnant. Come on, man, get these burgers out of here. Come on. Where my fries? Get this shit. What is y'all doing? So yeah, and then she called again and I ain't answered. She called again and I answered. She like, I'm pregnant. I was like, are you sure? Did you take 2? She said, I took 3. 3. Yeah, and she said, all of them pregnant. I mean, all of them positive. And then, I don't know. We just like, I don't know, I just loved it more. I don't know. It was cool.
Beautiful. What was your reaction to it? Because you said you were with your friend?
I was with his sister.
With his sister. Did you take him while she was there, or did you call her over after you found out, or?
No. I was at her house.
Oh, okay,
and,
okay.
We were. Honestly, I don't even know what led me to take the pregnancy test. I probably missed my aunt. Yeah, I probably missed her a couple months, and then I just decided like, let me go ahead and take this test. I'm like, come on. So I took them. She took me to go get them or whatever, and then we got like 3 different ones, like 3 different brands, and then went back, took them, all 3 positive. We're literally still looking at each other the whole time, like,
yeah, me too.
Like, bitch, you're pregnant. Yeah. So she's like, okay. And I'm like, I started sweating and shit. That shit was crazy. And then I called them and I'm like, babe, I'm pregnant. You what? I'm pregnant. I said, what? What? That's crazy. I still remember that shit.
So, of course, 9 months for a child to develop. During those 9 months, how did you feel? What was going through your mind that whole time? Every milestone, every ultrasound, every checkup.
Well, technically, it was 4 months for us. We found out when she was 5 months.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so she was like 5 and a half when we finally made it to the doctor or whatever. And first, I was at every one of them. The first one to say that I was in love with this baby.
Yeah, they're so dope, man. Especially like my first ultrasound with my son, he was either hiccuping or just jumping. He jumps all the fucking time. And in the ultrasound, you could see him jump in the womb. I'm like, this is supposed to be interesting.
Right.
And then we got the 3D ultrasounds and the scope of his face. They're like, oh no, he looks like you. No, he looks like you.
Bro, and we got a picture of one just like that.
Really?
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, and then all babies suck their thumbs in the womb or whatever, but he still does it to this day. Like that's what comforts him. And just to see he
I'm a
was,
comforter.
yeah, just to see he was the same then and now
Yeah.
is wonderful. So during that time, your body started to change. You started to get more emotions, get more emotional. How was
Hell
that for you?
yeah. My first one, it was the labor was crazy, but that first one I got postpartum. Like I feel like I got it like the first 2 3 weeks because
Mm-hmm.
we was stay with his mom at the time because I couldn't go up the stairs. We were living here upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and the doctor said I couldn't go upstairs, so we were at his mom's house for the time that I was supposed to recover, and then it was a lot. It was yeah, looking at myself in the mirror, seeing the changes, the looseness, and it was devastating. That's what I thought it was. It was devastating. And then there was times that I'm staring and I'm crying, but I mean, I literally I just take it day by day. Like I'm not. I think like I'm not always gonna feel like this. It's a feeling for now. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is just now the things that I can do to get over it. But it is hard. But I don't know. It's just everybody has their own demons.
Right. No, I mean, I I had to deal. So during my son's mom's pregnancy, I wasn't the best of people. you know, I was out of a job and she was working when she was pregnant. Um, still arguments, still not really being the person who needed to be there. And she developed postpartum, and it was just awful for her. Not feeling like a good mom. Feeling like she's not doing this right. And now that our son is older, he's more of a daddy's boy, and I feel like that emotion is starting to creep back. That she's not doing the best because there's sometimes I'm like, son, go to mom, and he says no, and I could see how that's devastating. And that's just I tell her that's just who he is. He always needs his mom. He feels super comfortable around her. He sleeps with her every day. It's just who he chooses to have around, and you know, being there for her, having that encouragement. So, with all that being said, how did you support her during those dark days, or continue to support her? She's still going, or no, 8 years, or whatever, how many years?
Well, when she was pregnant and we was actually at the gym. We started
Oh my god, I
yeah.
forgot about that.
We was actually trying to like release some stress at the gym.
Right.
Like maybe that can bring us closer together or whatever. And then like we was going like a month straight and she was getting bigger. I'm like, damn, I know I'm putting in work. Like I'm getting, we doing good.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you might be pregnant. Cause like, ain't no way we doing all this and you getting bigger.
Right.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way in
He
hell.
said, "You working out?"
We done changed diets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a couple days later, she told me she was pregnant.
And he hung
And
up
I
on
hung
me.
up on her.
Damn.
So that sadness that she was feeling after she gave birth, did you buy her flowers, buy her chocolate? Like, because I mean, you really don't know what to do in that situation. Because one moment you can be the good guy, the next minute you can be the bad guy. So what did you do? How did you love her even through that?
Well, I done the same thing like when we
Just
first
normal.
got together. Kept her right there. Every time I'm off of work, we get in the car. We going somewhere. We doing this. We chilling. Whatever you want to do, you want to go eat. We going by the river. Yeah, we chilling.
That's wonderful. So now, second child. How old was your first child, and how did you find out about the second child?
The first child was 2. How did we find
The second one, I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, right. My daddy, he put that voodoo. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
he did
voodoo.
say that.
I ain't gonna say voodoo. But nah, he was like, they had came over or whatever, and we was chilling, my mom and my daddy. And he was like, yeah, they, you know how parents are. As soon as you had a first one, they're like, you need to go on and have another one so he don't be lonely. Whoopie whoopie woo.
I've
Like
heard that a lot.
I'm not doing that. He came over. He was like, yeah, you gonna watch. You gonna have another one. Watch. And then they left or whatever. And then a couple days later, I'm on the phone with my mom. And then Daddy, I was like, oh, that's when I told her I was pregnant, I think. And then I was like, did you tell Daddy? And he was like, yeah, I knew it because she was born the other day. I was like, what? You don't know? Like you
all
put that,
parents think they
you
know.
spoke it into existence, like
He's over here saying, "No, you pregnant."
oh, everything he
Yeah.
was. That shit was funny.
So that's funny. So the second pregnancy, everybody was calm, collective, but the first one, how did that go when you started telling people?
Everybody was so surprised. We got a lot of help from everybody.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was dope.
See, for us, it wasn't. You know, like her uncle was like, I'm not gonna say congratulations because I'm not happy for you. You know, like I'm happy about the child, but like, you know, it's not all that. But I understand, I definitely understand.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Everybody's good now. Being a good father or whatever, changed their opinion of me, so that's always a good thing. Blessing in disguise. But yeah, I mean, was it nervous telling your parents, or it was just shit? It is what it is at this point.
I was proud.
Yeah, so
I was
I
excited.
knew my mama wanted a grandbaby, so
Okay.
she knew. Look, she waiting on the day for me calling. I'm pregnant, mom.
I psyched everybody. Everybody was waiting on me to have a baby.
Yeah,
I finally did it.
Hell
29
yeah,
years old.
man. So now, parents, what is something she does as a mom that you find just amazing about
That's a good question.
Everything. Like when she had my first son, she really like stepped up and really started like helping the grown woman shit.
her?
Like she really cared about everything. Like everything I do. Like she cooking, she cleaning, she taking baths and shit. Like she really stepped up and it was a mom. Like she handling her fucking business on the learning.
Learned that from the OG.
Shout out to Barbara.
Moms.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out to her.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, I just try to backdoor and help her with anything else.
So Tatyana, a little deeper question. Same question, but a little deeper. So him as a father, what does he do that is good? Because a lot of men don't step up. We all know that to be true, especially stigma black men. At any point, was there a
I'm
dad?
sorry, I gotta get there. I bought everything. I'm so proud of that. My first son, I bought everything.
Wonderful.
I can't say everything.
No.
His grandma and his auntie bought all the clothes and shit, shoes and shit.
Oh, yeah.
He bought all the basketballs,
Oh, yeah.
all the Jordans,
all the basketballs, all the cribs, all the swings, the
Yeah.
diapers. Yeah.
I was gonna say like
Strollers,
he was top tier.
I was proud. I was proud.
Very.
Man, I couldn't wait to be a dad.
Man, that's wonderful. And that's me either, but I got myself into this. I could have been a dad. But no, I mean, for me, it was a little emotional because, like, I prayed for a son, and I got a son.
Right.
And to me, I felt like obligated to now be better and to do better. Like God gave you a gift. Now you can't fuck this gift up.
Right.
And now he's a daddy's boy. So, it all worked out. We're similar. He eats a lot. As you can see, we both eat a lot. There's a video on my Facebook of him eating a French fry in his sleep. So he does his thing. But that's wonderful, man. Like having a son is super personal to a man, and I never understood how some men could, not be there. So, what is there something that you and your son do that you like, that you two like? Or do you have two sons? Or
Yeah, we got 2 boys.
Okay.
Son and two sons.
So my nigga though. I love him. Boy, he's so rough and he fights.
Yeah.
I love it. We just roll around on the floor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he likes to play basketball too though, so we hoop a lot.
Heck yeah. Yeah, my son, I take him, we box. So I take him to the boxing gym. And then he has his own little basketball court on the side. And just, you love to see it. You know, like, people are like, oh, your son's too rough, too that. Not necessarily, like, that's how men and boys are created. All that energy, all that, right, all that roughness. Like, my son out of nowhere will come and just land on you. I'm like, where'd you come from?
That's my son.
And I feel like children are like little assassins in a way.
Bro.
My son will be in his room listening, watching Paw Patrol, and we call each other Pumpkin. And he was like, I'm going to get you, Pumpkin, in the room. And he comes out and fights me. And I'm like, this is premeditated. If you were of age, you would go to jail. And it scares me.
That's funny.
Right, but when he's sleeping or he laughs, I'm like, I can't change this. You feel me? And that's wonderful. So, Tatyana, what do you like to do with your boys? Do you spoil them or you just...
Oh yeah, they get all the love.
All the kisses from her.
Yeah. He goes. I'm not gonna say that. Trust me. Dark humor. Trust me. But anyway, I like. I don't know. I just like being around them. Like it's. I wouldn't say it's chaos, but it's just we all got our different personalities, and they're all like it's just a click. It's crazy. So the house is never quiet.
I guess same but different.
Yeah, like
I never understood what that means, but now I see it. Same but different.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's great. So, what is the activity that you all like to do together? Parks, bowling, outside time.
Yeah,
swim?
he loves being outside. He likes swimming now that he's able to get in the pool, And I don't know,
Anything outside.
Yeah, with a ball, with a ball.
That's wonderful. So let's do like a time capsule type thing. So where do you guys see yourself in the next 10 years, and what do you hope to expect with your children? Like, how would you expect to raise? Sorry, how do you want to raise them, and then where do you guys think you'll be in 10 years? So kind of like a two-part question.
Shit, I'm trying to get to the country with some land and some cattle and shit.
That's the goal. I'm actually trying to do that as well.
So that way I can teach my boys something. Then they'll always have something. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I just want to be the mom that gets us the boo boos and makes the food and make sure they're.
That's wonderful.
We already got on the spot. We talk about it all the time.
That's great. So, what is one thing that you want to, you said you want to teach your boys everything, but like, as a man, what do you want to teach them? Like qualities of a man?
Respect.
Mm.
Respect and know your place. Know who you are.
Right.
Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Right.
I follow that to the T. Like I could have had the leader that I have now. The man that I call dad now is a great leader. He taught me a lot. I was going in and out of jail and whatnot. He taught me. He really spent me around, and I follow him. So that's how I lead my kids.
Yeah, some people don't understand, man. Like, I saw this movie, and it was like children, boy or girl, they don't have a man in their life. They're like 5 or 10% more likely to go to jail, to do this, do that, and yeah, and like what I've learned from him, my father, is like everything I do, he will imitate. It doesn't matter if it's an accident. Doesn't matter if it's not safe. Everything he sees daddy doing, he's gonna do. And it's great that you said respect. Like for me, I want my son to know, like I want him to be emotional. Like feel free to show emotion because that's the most vulnerable thing as a man you could do is be emotional, be open about who you are. And it goes back to what I was saying, being comfortable with yourself because regardless of what anybody thinks of him, he knows truly who he is. And once you have that foundation, you will start to bring around positive people, positive friends, and now he can go further because he have these ideal um, characteristics. So I mean, respect is always a good one. You know, coming up to somebody and showing that respect first. Now you took control of the situation. Coming up to somebody hostile and nervous. Now I feel like it's just open to interpretation. But hey, my name is blah blah blah. How you doing? Showing that respect. Now they're comfortable. Now you can get whatever from that conversation you need to. So wonderful. Um, shit. Anything else?
Oh, shit, he got me wanting to go get my son.
Follow up social medias if you'd like.
Hit me up, man.
Y'all can add me on Snap, I guess. Hottie Waddy 98 TATY
There we are.
I maybe should check it because I don't know. It's really it, you guys.
Text me it and I'll put it somewhere in there.
Period.
But no, no, guys, it's wonderful. Thank you for inviting me in. I think it was a great time. Let's do this again sometime.
I'm down and you down.
Heck yeah. But all right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There we are. Episode of Martin and Gina's Diary. Hopefully, their experience and their love for each other can encourage everyone and encourage you to be a better you, to be a better husband, wife, girlfriend, friend, or whatever. From us to you, may your pain be champagne.